Olight reached out and sent me a new light to look at. Let's open it up and take a look. Hey, what's up YouTube? Dan the Fix-It Man. Got another quick video here for you. Just another flashlight video. This is from the company Olight, and this is their Javelot Turbo 2. They reached out and asked me if I wanted to take a look at this one, and I said absolutely. It looked pretty impressive. I'm already impressed just with the case. But let's open it up and see what we got here. Looks like we've got some instructions here. Comes in many different languages and has some really clearly printed diagrams here. So there's a few things we need to do. We need to remove the protective cover and the insulating film for the battery, and then we'll get this charged up and take a look. Now, since I have the tail cap off, let's take a look at the battery. Wow, that is pretty impressive. That's a huge battery. 5,000 milliamp hour capacity. Carefully put that back in, and then we'll screw the tail cap back on. All right, let's take a look and see what else is included here. Now, this is a really nice looking holster that the light comes with. It's got a really nice, strong magnetic flap. But if you take a look in here, we have a couple other things that are pretty unique. This right here is a wristband. You're able to control this light remotely with this button here. And if you want, you can put this on your wrist. Looks like we just put this in here. So there you go. There's the little remote that you can wear if you'd like on your wrist, just like a watch. That's one way that you can control this light. Now there's also a little lanyard. You can also attach this lanyard to that same switch if you prefer just to carry this with you and not wear it on your wrist. And also in the holster here, we have our charging cable. And the first thing you do need to do is get this light charged. So the light charges two different ways. First of all, you've got this little access door here on the side. We can just flip that open, and that's the USB-C charge port. Or you can also use the magnetic charger if you have one of those on the base here to charge it from the tail cap. So the first thing I'm going to do is get the light charged up so that we can use it, and then we'll wait till it gets dark and we'll take this down to the park. All right, now we have it fully charged, and one way that you can check what kind of charge the light has is just press down on this button here on the side, and you see right there we have 4 green LEDs lit up. So we know that it is fully charged. Another thing with this light, the way that you charge the little remote switch is just by attaching it here to the side. There's a magnet which will hold this in place, and then you see that little blue light comes on. It already comes paired to the light. That little blue light comes on showing that it is paired to the switch. If you lose the pairing or this dies or something like that, in the instructions it shows you how to repair it to your light. So you don't have to worry about that. But let's take this switch off and set it over here. So this is an IP67 waterproof rating. It's a 1 meter drop rating. The light source on this says max 27.5 watt LED, CCT 5200 to 6200K color range, and the CRI is 70. Candela is 576. The throw on this is 1500 meters, so it's definitely a long thrower. You can see how deep that bezel is. This is really going to put the light out there. You know, and this is marketed as a hunting or search and rescue light. The weight on this is just over 15 ounces with the battery. The length on this is just over 10 inches, and the diameter is about 2.5 inches. That battery pack, as I mentioned, is a 5,000 milliamp hour, 7.2 volt, 36 watt hour. Now it says that the time to fully charge this light is about 4.5 hours if you use the USB-C. If you use the magnetic cable, it's about 7.5 hours. Now there are 4 levels of brightness on this light. It's low, medium, high, and turbo. Turbo is 1800 lumens. And we'll run through that here real quick. There's actually 3 different ways to operate this light. You've got the side switch here, which if we push it just one time, it will give you the charge indicator. But if you press that and hold it for about a half a second, it will turn the light on. Now, the default for the initial time that it turns on should be medium. So let's cycle through that by pressing the button once each time. So that should be high. There's turbo, and that's low. So you change through the levels of brightness just by pressing it. So there's low, medium, high, and turbo. And then press and hold for about a half a second and it turns off. That's how you operate it with the side switch. Now the tail cap is a little bit different. It has 2 settings, just a low and turbo. If you lightly press the tail cap, it will turn on to low. And if you press it again, it turns off. Now if you just want the momentary low, just press and hold and let go and it turns off. Same with turbo, but you hard press it. So if you hard press it once, it turns on to turbo. And if you hard press it again, it turns off. If you just want the momentary turbo, hard press and let go. If you have it on low, you can also hard press and get to turbo and then just let go and it turns off. Now the other thing that's pretty neat about this light is this remote switch, and that's the third way that you can operate this. Just press it and it turns on. Press it again and it turns off, or you can also just press and hold to have it on momentarily and let go and it turns off. So many cool things that you could do with a remotely operated light. Well, that's pretty much it as far as the user interface. I'm just gonna wait until it gets dark and then we'll take this down to the park and see what it looks like at night. All right, so it's nice and dark outside. The iPhone does make it look a little bit lighter outside than it really is, but we're down here at the park and I've got the Olight Javelot Turbo 2 fully charged up and ready to go. Push that little side button, you can see we've got 4 green LEDs letting us know that this is ready to go. Now I have just a little light on the camera so we can see what's going on. You can see the light here, but let's go ahead and turn it on by pressing and holding that side button. And that is low. It's a really nice spot that it puts out there. Now it's pretty faint when we get up here on that water tower. It's not really showing up. Now if we press the button, that bumps it up to medium. Again, a really strong beam, very focused, very long throw. Looks like we might have a couple little bunnies over there by that goal. And if we come up here on the water tower, it's starting to show up a little bit better. Okay, if we press that again, we'll go to high. That's really putting the light way out there now. The beam is much stronger. You can see it's lighting up that water tower in the distance. I just checked, that water tower is about a quarter mile away. And if we press that again, that goes to turbo. And you can just see how strong of a beam that is. Really gives that lightsaber effect. I mean, it's super powerful. But more importantly, that focused spot, it really, really puts it way out there. Yeah, there's quite a few little rabbits over here on the goal. Let's see if we can zoom in on those. I don't know how well it'll show up with this phone, but there's a couple rabbits hopping around over there in the distance. And then press and hold that side button and it turns off. Now remember, we can also operate this from the tail cap. If you do a light press, it just comes on like in the moonlight mode. Let go and it turns off. That's just pressing and holding. Or you can also just lightly click it and the moonlight mode will stay on. But you can also use the tail cap to operate it in turbo mode. Just press hard and let go and it stays on. Or you can also just press one time and then let go and it turns off. Now we also have the ability to turn it on with this remote switch. So I'm just holding the light here and you can see that that works great as well. One click turns it on, one click turns it off, or you can press and hold for a momentary on and let go and it turns off. Pretty neat feature to have on a flashlight. But that's pretty much it. Let's head back to the garage and we'll wrap this up. Well, there it is. That's the Olight Javelot Turbo 2. As you saw down at the park, this thing really puts out a lot of light. I really kind of had to be mindful of a few of those planes flying by at night. I just didn't want to blind any of the pilots or get in their way, because as you saw, this beam goes really, really far. I do like the little remote switch feature as well. I thought that was pretty cool, just to be able to momentarily turn that on or turn the light on with just that single click, and then another click and turn it off. And I like that it charges right here on the light. Now, I also love the fact that you can operate it from the side switch here or the tail cap. I'd probably be more of a side switch guy with a light this big. It's really not too heavy for the size. And of course, having a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, that's definitely gonna last you quite a while. Now, I'll probably just keep this tucked away in the case, which is a really nice case, by the way. It's really rugged and I really like these foam inserts. But that's pretty much it. I hope you guys liked this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you don't mind. That does help me out. And of course, I'll get a link in the description where you can pick up your own Olight Javelot Turbo 2 as well. Thanks so much for watching and good luck.